Lils, seriously. Uh, this student, man. This guy. This guy, you're bad at nicknames, because I don't know your name, because you're just a generic student named. You're bad. You're bad at this. You're bad at nicknaming. It's not. No. Anyway. Come on, Lils, you earned yourself a break. We can hold on the fort for now. If you say it's okay, then I suppose so. But if you need any help, then we'll call you. Go on, we'll be fine. Lily finally gives up her resistance as he waves a spatula at her. She feels her way back around the back of the stall and picks up her cane on the way. It's first she just look for Nako. Lily seems kind of worried about her, and I doubt she's the kind of person to enjoy milling about in crowds all like this all alone. So I guess we should her Nako. Where to first? What is required from what to think? Maybe she's in her dorm room? I doubt it. She doesn't keep many things in there, so she have nothing to do. Ah, the library? Feels like any to search for an avid reader, I suppose. Library it is, then. We'll check there first. Aside from the muffled sounds of the crowd seeping in from outside, the inside of the school seems almost deserted. We're to make sure everyone had enough room. I suppose all the events were organized and held outside on the school grounds. They're definitely quite large by any other school standards. Nice and quiet in here, isn't it? Yeah, much nicer than the hustle and bustle outside. Take your time and slowly walk to the first floor of the school, eventually reaching the stairs to the second floor. You can open notice how Lily anticipates every door and obstacle, her cane remaining still in her hand, gliding along the railings. You really know the school well, don't you? She smiles and nods straight ahead. Been here for a few years now, so I know where everything is. They still trip me up, though, sometimes. I haven't been there as long, and they're not as well laid out as the main building. If I'm remembering right, there used to be unused buildings before being renovated and used as dormitories. That's one of the amount few more dorms like different than the outside. The other dorm and that other room seemed kind of unusual for sleeping quarters. I used to be living in the dormitory since we began attending the school, but now I remember what she said yesterday. That's right, you mentioned that before. I assume that most students have lived in the dormitory since they enrolled. A lot seem to, in any case. This question becomes somewhat hard to read, questioning evidently touching on a delicate point. Well, how should I say? Everyone has their reasons. Let me tell you that one of those reasons is Anako, since her tiptoeing around the answer. No predicament is just another case. Because it's a choice everyone here would have to make for themselves, or, in my case, have them made for them. Can't be helped, I suppose. At least Malako seems like a nice place. It's good to hear you say that. I thought you were coming to dislike it. What about you, though? First of all, the same takes by surprise. Been here for a while, so... It's not that. You just seem pretty depressed about Akira. What's with that look? Akira's taken. Sorry, Asao. I never see the fast my palm meets my face at her sly accusation. Hey, I was worried about you. That's no way to respond to her concern. The use and amused Granny run the corner of the hallway and enter the library. When you do so, then hard to spot Hanako, considering the room is completely devoid of anyone else. Given that there are no staff around, I guess there's no way to heed the usual library rules. I call out to her. Hey, Hanako. Hanako is here? She hears the voices. Hanako's head flicks up from behind a book. Probably the same one she'd be reading on Friday. So, Lily? I thought we dropped by. Lily managed to escape from the noodle stall with a little help. There wasn't really an escape. No gives a small giggle, briefly surprising the both of us. I thought that Lily might not be enjoying the festival. Well, now we can wear it together, right? Why not? The two nod happily before we set out of the library and towards the festivities. I never return to the girl behind the counter and take the two styrofoam cups of tea. I try to accentuate my vow a little to cover for the fact she's quite obviously deaf. Kind of thing, but I probably should ask for help instead of leaving those two in the gardens while I bought drinks. I juggle took up hot tea for them and a can of coffee for myself out of a vending machine isn't exactly easy. With a careful maneuvering, though, I managed to keep everything stable and upright as I walk over to the bench where Lily and Nako were sitting and chatting. It's actually quite a nice place. When lit by noonlight, it's cut away some distance from the main events. Great how hot it has been during the day, the spot is also pleasantly cool by now. Not that it matters all that much. Most of the visitors have moved on to areas that are closer to the fireworks or higher on the hill in order to view the display apparently planned. Welcome back, Asao. Yours are good. I'm not exactly close, and Aqua already noticed me. Here you go. Sorry it's instant, but that's all I had left by now. Aqua generally takes a cup from my right hand, and I gingerly place the other in Delay's outstretched hands. Enjoy the festival then, Asao? Yeah, it was pretty fun. Honest answer. Much of the food had been somewhat subpar, but it was a lot of fun in the end, especially with Hanako and Lily. In fact, I think those two may have enjoyed themselves even more than I did. With both Lily and I around, Hanako's withdrawn nature around others died down enough for her to enjoy herself. Oh. That kind of startled me a second. I was like, what? What's going on? Is like my sound going on or something? I was like, what? What's going on? As we sit drinking, the first whistle of first fire rings out for explosion. The vibrant shower of blue against the night sky, heralding the beginning of the end for the festival. Enthusiastic shouts can be heard from the crowd scattered around the school grounds celebrating them. Minutes on end, Nako and I watched the fireworks overhead as Lily blissfully listened to them with her eyes shut. Red, green, yellow, star-shaped, circular patterned. It's all manner of shapes and colors fill the air, one after the other, and dance across the sky. The place where I live put on much lavish displays. Festivals like this were a thing of the past in such a metropolitan area. Being such a sight with these two, it's probably has been a long while. So that's it. The festival's finally ending. Yeah. Feels like a wistful sigh. Doesn't make complain about all the stuff we have to do. It's still quite sad that we'll graduate for the next Tanaka festival. Look forward to standing by Zoe, gently resting a hand on her shoulder. Don't worry, we'll still return by it later in the year, right? You're right. He has to go there when it comes. Most times pass, with only the blast of fireworks to be heard. He needs to remind him of the advice Lily given me as we walked town together. Here's the opportunity to make new friends, huh? Hey, Lily? Turns her head slightly to show sensitivity. Nose gains friendly plunged on the technicolored fireworks bursting overhead. Mind if I join you two for tea every now and again? I can only say it's more than enough to see your answer. It'd be a pleasure, Asao. Act 2. Past.